What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to our show, How Was Your Day podcast. I'm your boy, Drew. I'm always joined by the two homies, GQ Nesto. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Smith, CEO. How you doing today?
You know me, brother. I'm blessed as always. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I'm blessed and I'm alive. Couldn't ask for more. But most especially, we got a special guest today. All right, we got my big cuz here in the building today. Let's welcome Cousin Earl. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. And I'm little cuz.
No,
You're big cuz.
No. We talking about in height wise.
Little bit cuz.
okay.
Little bit cuz.
If I have a problem, I'm calling you. Okay.
The reinforcer.
Right. All right, but today we're going to switch it up a bit. We're going to be a little bit more natural, a little bit open. We want to talk about these sports, right? So we know we got a lot of things coming up here shortly. We got the NBA season starting on December 22nd with the little preseason, and a lot of moves have been made all across the league. But before we get into the NBA stuff, didn't you guys watch that Tyson fight? I know everybody already talked about it already, but it's something that came up today that was trending because everybody was trying to figure out how much money they made. Did anybody watch that fight?
I watched the highlights of the fight, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, I watched the fight.
You watched the fight? What did you think?
I was impressed with Mike. I felt bad for Roy. I felt bad for him. Real bad.
He did look like he was hurting after the fight. All them body shots he
All
took.
those body shots, I was like, but yeah, Mike, he didn't look like his younger self, but it looked like he had put in some work, man.
To get back.
Yeah.
Well, the best he could.
Yeah,
I mean, for being 54 years old, I mean,
Right.
Bro.
he was.
Bro.
I mean, they signed on the contract that they couldn't punch each other in the face.
And had he?
But they were supposed to wear headgear. That was a last minute change.
They had the extra padded gloves as well.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know Roy caught him in the chin a couple of times.
Shit didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's still Iron Mike.
Yeah, Mike, and it was like just the fact that Mike got hit. He kind of put on this like bull that saw red, and like it was crazy.
He was going for that ear.
He was going
had
to another bite mark.
Bruh.
GQ
Like when they bumped heads, I was nervous.
Right. Yeah. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Like, oh Lord.
But what did you think, GQ Nestor? What did you think of the fight? Was it something that you want to continue to see, or was you like, oh, I'm one and done?
I mean, I'm down for a tournament of old people. You know what I mean? I think that was kind of tight. I mean, I think that's what he was trying to do. You know what I mean? Get like old boxers to come out there. I mean,
Kind of like the big three of the NBA, but in boxing.
Right.
I think that was kind of tight. I mean, I feel like Mike Tyson did pretty good for his age. I mean, do you know any 50-year-olds that can do that? Like,
No.
yeah,
That's kind of rare.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think he was hinting towards that. That's his goal, is to do like the big three type thing. Like, I think you want to call it Legends of Boxing or something like that.
Yeah.
So we can get Sugar Ray back in the ring. I think that would be cool.
I think it was a legend on the undercard.
Who was it?
Who, Nate Robinson?
You can't say no. Come on, bro.
NBA legend? Too soon. My bad.
Damn
Too
it.
soon.
He still sleep.
No, it was you stupid. It was the other guy, man, the black guy that won right before that. It was right before that fight.
I think I must have missed that.
It was that fight before. What's his name? Before the Nate Robinson fight.
Yeah, I was about to say I didn't.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
must have
fight.
missed it.
That was a good fight, and he could have lost.
Okay, but most importantly, how much money you think? How much revenue you think was earned on that fight, pay-per-view and everything? How much you think? 54-year-old, 51-year-old. How much money you think they brought in?
75 million.
80.
Close.
I was close.
80 mil. And from reports, right? From reports, I know y'all out there fact checking in the social media world, but from reports, Tyson took home 10 mil, and Roy Jones took home 3. But the revenue they generated all across was 80 million. So
What about the donation?
So that wasn't all that supposed to go to charity, or was that just?
I'm not sure. I just read that's what they.
Well, that's just a raw
It
revenue.
all went to
Raw
charity,
revenue.
bro.
Right.
You know how that goes with charity work.
Yo, okay, charity in my
Texas.
pocket. That's where it's going.
Going to the Mike Tyson fund.
But they got to give up something so that they can,
Right.
Well, they probably
keep it
donated.
going.
They probably donated to their own charities. That's totally legal. People do it all the time.
But now let's talk about what we're going to talk about on this show today. We're going to talk about this NBA season, right? So, we all sitting at this table, excluding one of my own family member, right? We all pretty much Laker fans. But, we got somebody else who like to do something else. There's always got to be somebody who's different. All right. Who you following in the NBA, cuz?
I'm a Clippers.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, say that again.
I'm a Clippers fan
Are you sure?
to the neck,
Like today, you're a Clippers fan.
bro. Like they're not going to get any worse.
Facts.
Shit, I've been a Clipper fan since I was 10 years old, and I was a Clippers and Lakers fan from the time of 10 years old up to the time Shaq left. When Shaq and Rick Fox left, and I was done with the Lakers.
But let me ask you something. Like, you know, these Clippers always lost. Like, what kept you motivated?
Well, that was the only game I could get in for a very low price. So I mean, you know, my mom would buy tickets.
True.
Or the school would give away tickets.
True.
Like read a book and then you get a ticket or something.
Yeah,
like that?
man, I'm in the game.
Oakland with
You
the
know what I'm
A's
saying?
games.
And I love basketball, so you know,
Get the
I get a
bucks.
chance to see Michael Jordan for $5 at the front row seats because I got nosebleeds and nobody was there. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was an experience, and so from that point on, I was rolling with the Clippers.
Something just because you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna pop your collar for you. Tell them about your basketball experience.
Oh, yeah. So I played high school. I played college, NAIA, and I played overseas for a little bit.
Stun on them. Who you play with over there?
I played in Macedonia.
That's my cousin, y'all. That's family.
Getting them euros.
I played in Casablanca, and I played in Oaxaca, Mexico. So
Oh, euros and pesos. My guy.
yeah, man.
You got that international money.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool?
It was. Yeah, I didn't make a lot of money though. Like I made more money
okay.
teaching English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overseas. Yeah. I made more money teaching.
Had a
English.
career change real quick.
I thought that when I came to the United States, I would be balling out like I was overseas teaching English. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I was able to save, so it was cool.
Cool. So the NBA Power Rankings came out, right? The NBA Power Rankings have been released. I was checking out ESPN earlier. I know who I will put at number one. All right, but who do you guys think the top 3 teams in the NBA according to ESPN is?
I'm gonna say, well, I'm biased, of course, but Lakers. From the East Coast, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee.
Who you got for number 3?
Number 3. Who would I put at number 3? It's a tough one, man.
Who you got? Who you running with? Philadelphia.
Nah, number 3, I'd give it to. Oh, Philly's a good one. I was gonna say the Heat, but
The Heat.
yeah, I was gonna say the Heat.
They
but
are the
Philly's a
Eastern
good one.
Conference champions.
Yeah,
right?
like Philly's a good one.
Who you running with, GQ Nezo? Who you think top 3?
I gotta say, Lakers 1, Houston 2, and I gotta go with the Nets.
The Nets.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Because
We didn't make any big changes with the Clippers, so they're not even in my top 3 right now. But I'll say the Lakers, Milwaukee, and chemistry-wise, I'm gonna say the Heat.
the Heat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, according to ESPN, they got the Lakers, Milwaukee at number 2, Nets at number 3.
Awesome.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Everybody hurt, bro.
Yeah. So the Lakers, you know, that we picked up a couple people, you know what I'm saying, this offseason. Dennis Schroeder, Marc Gasol, Montez Harrell, or Montrez. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Fucking traitor.
No, man. He know what's right.
He want that ring, bro.
He know what's right. He tired of Kawhi sitting out like half of the games and getting like pampered and getting pampered in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got to sit on like them, them folding chairs they be having in church.
When he was in his lowest point, I'm a Clippers fan for real, bro. When he was at his lowest point, man, we put him up out the mud. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about kill himself. What the Lakers gonna do when you do that again?
Who that? You talking about Montrez?
Bro, do your homework, bro.
He had some
Do your
issues.
homework, bro. You Google everything else. Google that.
Google that.
Yeah.
You sound like you mad at me right now.
I'm mad at everybody.
Don't be mad at me.
You just brought on Montrez Hill.
But like, so we made some moves. You know what I'm saying? We also picked up I think he's a shooting guard, Wesley Matthews.
That's a good
In your opinion, who do you think we should have retained? Because I was talking to my dad, and he had his opinion on the matter of people he wouldn't have gotten rid of. Who do you guys think we should? Because we lost to White.
My biggest one, I thought we should have kept Rondo.
Yes.
And probably JaVale.
I don't even think Rondo wanted to be there.
I don't think he did. I think that's why he left. I think if he wanted to stay, they would have kept him. I think, but him and JaVale, I would say JaVale McGee.
But Rondo be missing too many shots, bro.
True that.
But Rondo doesn't like to shoot anyway, so people just got to get open.
Yeah, he's a facilitator.
I still need you to score if I'm paying you millions of dollars.
Man, listen, I think his basketball IQ is higher than LeBron's.
I wouldn't say that.
I think LeBron's he has a photogenic memory, but I think that when it comes to like in action, like I can envision you getting open and getting the guy open. I think Rondo wins.
Okay,
I can see that.
Yeah.
What about you, GQ Nesto? Who do you think we should have kept? Do you think you're good with the moves we made?
Honestly, I would have kept Dwight. I would have kept Dwight. Honestly, I mean, out of all of them, I would have kept Dwight only because he's got some making up to do. I mean, you can't count a bubble championship and think that okay, check. You know, like I made a legacy in LA. No, you didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think Dwight still had a lot to prove, and we didn't even pay him. So you know what I mean? He's got to.
Nah, he ain't had nothing to prove, man. He did what he was supposed to do.
He's been in the league long enough. He
busted his knees. His shoulders hurt. Like he came in and did what he needed to do. Got his championship and got on. Like
But how do you feel about that though? You know what I'm saying? Like you knew you. It's kind of like I'm going to the Warriors like in a mid-season trade or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When the Warriors was actually doing their thing.
Right.
Like, and I'm just going. Say for instance, I'm on my way out.
Kind of like Nick Young.
I mean, obviously you securing yourself your future financially through your earnings through the NBA. But just like he said, man, I'm just checking the block. I'm just come give me a championship. I know I got about a 75% chance of winning a championship with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? We already didn't win into the facts on that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? With him being in the championship, but at least the finals.
Let me stop you right there, though. LeBron still got a lot to prove.
You need to stop.
Once again, bubble championship. It was cool.
Come on, bro.
It was cool. But I think he still got a lot.
Wasn't
to do.
you out there parading with your mask on?
No.
Social distancing.
I'm just saying. He's got a lot to prove. I won 70 games out of him. You know what I mean? I'm paying $85 million. No. We want that.
No, you get $85 million for what he does up here. It's not even about what he does physically.
Bruh, if you miss a shot, you get traded. Let's be real. Bro. I don't know.
But what y'all think about the Danny Green move? Which I thought that was the smartest move they could have ever made. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think Danny came over there. He did what he had to do, and then he got on. And he's been consistently that way. You got to think San Antonio. He did Toronto. Who else he played for? I think he played for Phoenix, didn't he? Did he play for Phoenix?
No,
that was a different Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think Danny Green has a niche. Corner, pocket, 3-pointer.
But he was off.
Yeah, he was off.
He was off in the bubble.
It doesn't matter. In this particular instance, just because we know him for that, he can up fake and go to the hole on you. That's significant because he never went to the hole. And in the bubble, he went to the hole.
He kind of toilet paper to me, though.
No, he is. But he has a niche.
He still has that. Yeah, that he's still a factor in that sense.
Because when he's on, what you going to do about it?
For sure. When he's on.
Why are we talking about LeBron? How do you think it's going to pan out with him actually getting to play with Bronny Jr.?
Come on, that extension with the Lakers. Come on, man.
Hey, if he does his cards right,
Bronny's not even ranked in the top 20.
But still the name.
The boy can play.
It's about
the boy can play.
But
look at the Ball brothers,
you got to think about the business aspect of the game. I got LeBron and his son on my team,
and he's smoking weed already. Nah, man.
Bro,
everybody smokes weed. Don't even go there.
No, come on. He 13 years old.
Don't matter. Exactly, bro.
Put my business in the streets,
man. Put my business out there, bro.
All right, but no, you mentioned, you said you had Rockets at number 2. It was being reported today that, before even today, he was like, yo, I'm trying to go to Brooklyn. But now he's saying, yo, I want to go to Philadelphia 76ers. How do you feel about that? Do you think he'd be a good fit with Doc? Dang, that's Doc Rivers out there, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Doc Rivers in Philadelphia?
Nah, I think he's good where he's at. Come on, he got John Wall now. DeMarcus Cousins. Come on,
Harden
man.
the ball in his hand.
He's trash, bro. Send his ass to Sacramento.
James Harden in Sacramento?
Bro, he's garbage, bro.
That's purgatory, bro.
He's garbage. He does not show up in playoffs. When has he showed up in playoffs ever? I'll wait.
But no, I mean, I agree. I don't disagree with what you're saying, exactly. but I think it is because he is ball dominant for the whole season. By the time playoffs come around, when everybody can actually hone in on your offense, and strategize against you, hey, all that dribble, hey, that go out
I'm
the
saying,
window.
like, he cries for the ball the entire season, bro. He wants the shot the entire, and then in playoffs, all of a sudden, you don't want the shot.
This is my position on.
Like, come on, bro.
This is my position on James Harden. The concern that I have is that he stopped being the player that he was that made people better when he was at OKC.
Right.
True. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like a triple threat. Now you know what he gonna do. So you could isolate him because he ain't looking to pass that mother.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not trying to do that. Like he's trying to get his numbers. He's trying to get his money. He's trying to floss. He want to give people honey buns and product because he's proud of them. You know what I'm saying?
The ones with the icing on it or just glazed?
Hey, go to Instagram.
You know there's a difference.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the way I'm looking at it now is that he thinks that he's bigger than the game, and the person that came into the league was not that guy. That guy was, really trying to get his team to win, and they had a triple threat, bro.
Yeah,
OKC.
Yeah, but then I saw this documentary. He was saying that he was crying because he didn't want to leave OKC, but it's been pinned in the media that he wanted out, and he said that's not true.
And so then he goes and develops his own persona now. Right. Because like now you separated me from a situation that was solid. Now I'm going. I don't know where I'm gonna get traded next. Because if y'all can trade me, then anybody can trade me.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do the fool.
So I got a question for the group though. Do you think that the Miami Heat have enough to go back to the finals again?
Nah.
You think it was a fluke?
Hell yeah, it was.
I mean, they'll definitely make playoffs. They'll be a contender, but I don't think they're gonna go all the way to the finals.
So I'm gonna say this: if you can step up in a big game, no matter what kind of big game it is, and this is the thing, dudes that were playing in the bubble and got that far in the playoffs, they were just playing and having fun.
Right.
They went back to being kids again. Yeah. And then people who needed a crowd, like Paul George, and I'm a Clippers fan, bro, I can't fool with you. You know what I'm saying? But you look at what they call it, Jimmy Buckets. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Buckets go in there and he coming out there and he wants to kill you. He doesn't want to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sell you a small coffee media
for like $50.
Yeah. Take that. You want coffee? I got it for you. Same price, all sizes.
So my next question is who do you guys? I mean, I know we did our top threes, but who do you think realistically will dominate in the East? Who's gonna be boss hog?
Oh, you already know the Nets.
Compo, man.
So KD coming off the injury.
KD's coming in.
Nah. He gonna be too cold, bro. He gonna need a season and a half to warm up.
You know what's a little intriguing to me is having Steve Nash there. You know what I mean? I used to hate Steve Nash, especially when he was playing in Phoenix. I think he's got a lot. He has a high IQ for the game. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be interesting just to see him as a coach.
I don't think he'll be able to coach KD though.
Look what he did in Golden State. He got Curry right. You know what
I mean? Got Curry right?
Steve Nash, man.
Steve
Nash did a lot of behind the scenes work with the Warriors, man. Believe it or not, man, I'm telling you that guy.
Being a condition coach
and the head coach is different, bro.
I could say the same thing about Sam Cassell. I feel like Sam Cassell is the king of player development, right? But then when we start thinking about X's and O's on the court, he ain't been given a chance to do that yet. And once he does, I think he's gonna be a killer.
But look at who his assistant though. His assistant is old boy from Houston. The Mike D'Antoni. No, Mike D'Antoni is I believe. No, don't.
With the Nets?
We're gonna have to Google that, but I'm pretty sure he got like a head coach as his assistant coach for Brooklyn. Let me see. So fact check that real quick.
But anyways, like I was saying, I don't think Nash is gonna be able to coach KD, bro. He's too much of a fucking diva.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
Watch. I'm telling you.
Hey, I think Giannis got him. Like head to head, I think Giannis got him. And it ain't even about the threes. It's about the heart. It's about the struggle. It's about nobody giving me a pair of shoes. Like, bro, I like when dudes get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I think Giannis got him as far as the East. If we're talking about the East, I think Giannis got everybody.
Yeah, I would agree.
What do you guys think about that Westbrook John Wall swap? Who wins in that situation with Westbrook going to Washington?
It depends on if Harden comes back. If Harden doesn't come back, I think John Wall, that can be his team. I think he could really do some wonderful things with that team because he's a great facilitator and he knows how to score. And he's consistent more so than Westbrook. I think Westbrook, is a good fit for Westbrook because he's bringing a very intense personality to the team. You know what I mean? Like like he wants to win at all costs. Like if it means that he got to go into the stands, if he got to punch somebody in the jaw, if you push up on one of his players, he gonna fight you. Like we ain't friends until the game over. I like his mentality, and I think that's gonna be a shift for the Bullets because I'm calling them the Bullets, the Wizards.
Right.
It's gonna be a shift for them because John Wall was friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a killer coming in with a Bradley Beal, and he's going to train him to be a killer, and then exalt. They're not trying to be friends.
But it's never been about his mentality. It's been about his efficiency. I don't know what's going on with that brother, but like, gosh, man.
Well, his athleticism is leaving.
Well, Westbrook.
His athleticism is leaving. And what he thinks he can do with his body, he can no longer do. And I think he's redefining that for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a new trainer. Like he's working with Kevin Hart's guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing stuff.
Kevin Hart, the comedian?
Yeah. You know Kevin Hart's?
No, I know his trainer. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
What's his name? He always got a dip in his mouth or
yeah.
something like that.
Everline, Boss Everline. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
you cool with that?
I'm gonna tell you, as far as functional and him being functional, I think it's a great move because now he's being realistic about what his body can and cannot do. When you're doing basketball stuff only, sometimes you think you can still do stuff that you can't do. I'm a living witness. So I can't get out there and do what I used to do anymore. But my IQ allows me to make nice passes.
But he can't shoot though.
And he can't shoot. And so that's a part of his game that he's going to have to build some muscle memory around. But it's not that he can't shoot. He's too aggressive. He's trying to shoot an athletic shot. If you ever look at his shot, he jumps very high and then the ball is flat, right? But now that his athleticism is leaving,
he tries to float.
He could put more, arc on the ball, and he's going to be forced to put more arc on the ball. And if he becomes an efficient shooter, I'm gonna feel real good for him.
I'm not.
What you talking about, Westbrook?
That's that guy.
He stole your lunch money or something, bro? Like, what do you got against Westbrook?
Like, no.
Is it because he's from neighborhood? Is it because he's from Dino?
He don't know about
He don't know about him.
You better learn something.
Man. I just think he's selfish, man. He's a selfish player, man. That's all.
But if he could develop and change that, bro, like,
bro, you can't teach an old dog new trick.
you can, bro. Look at Vince Carter. Vince Carter played Vince Carter's
But
like
that's Vince Carter, though, man. Come on.
He switched it up so hard, bro. Look how long he lasted. You got to learn to play your position, bro. He
And
became a
that's
role player, and he
exactly what I'm
accepted
speaking
it.
to.
Like Westbrook could accept his new role, bro. He has a chance, bro.
Bro, you just hit it. You hit it. That's if he can do what Vince Carter did.
Yeah, just accept it. Like, all right, I'm not the guy I used to be, but no, I could be this now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
just
then
accept
become more
it.
efficient.
I mean, but that happened with Vince Carter later on. Westbrook is what 33, 32.
He's like 32, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, Vince Carter when he transitioned like that, he might as well have been like 40. You
But
know what
still,
I'm saying?
but
Like,
Westbrook could use that as like, you know what I mean, to catapult him. Like, all right, I see.
The only difference between Westbrook and Vince Carter is that Vince Carter was obviously a more he was more of a team player. He was mature. You know what I mean? Westbrook, what does he do, man? He's been traded everywhere. Everybody's like trying to get him traded. I mean, come on.
That's why I said if he's able to accept the role, then he'll be great. If he could accept it, he has to be willing to accept it.
Isn't
Yeah.
he from UCLA?
Yeah, he went to
Yeah,
UCLA.
LA.
He ain't
He's
gonna
from
make it.
Hawthorne, but he's
gonna
from
make
South
it.
Central, but he went to Lusinger and Hawthorne.
He ain't gonna make
Do
it.
your homework.
so not only did we have like player moves and stuff like that, I just wanted y'all opinion on like these coaches. You know what I'm saying? Do you think like Doc Rivers will be successful in Philadelphia? No? Already? You didn't even let me finish.
You didn't even let him finish the question.
Let me finish.
He's passionate about this one.
No, go in there and finish the question, but I'm telling you no.
Okay, but no. So Doc Rivers, going to Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying, being a new general of that team, and then you have Tyronn Lue taking over your Clippers.
Okay.
Who's going to be more successful?
So I'm gonna tell you what's known in Clipper Nation, and even when he was with the Boston Celtics, he don't like confronting egos, and that's a problem. If you don't confront the egos in your locker room, bro, you might as well call it quits. And if you're only going to rely on the athleticism, and he doesn't like to develop players, so if he gets a rookie or a sophomore seasoned player, he doesn't want to put the time in to develop those skills that will enhance the team. He'll rather go with 6 veterans. He'll go 6 deep, maybe 8, and they're going to be burnt out, and the young guy's going to be on the end of the bench, not getting no burn, and then he'll throw them in a situation that they can't win in because you never put me in anyway.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Doc Rivers, I think his time as a coach is winding up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm hopeful that he can take advantage of the experiences that the 76ers have had, because then that will put him over the top, because that's essentially what he did when he left Orlando to go to Boston.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, he has a great team over there. All he has to do is be willing to face the egos and deal with them and say, hey, I don't care how big you think you are. You know, we got a group of young guys that deserve your tutelage.
You know what's a little mind blowing? I was reading on Doc Rivers like a couple of days ago, and then he was talking about
Paul George.
No, Philadelphia was aiming to get Austin Rivers, and he
I thought that was dope because he experienced so much hate in Clipper Nation. You know what I'm saying? Because you know. But I ain't gonna lie, I liked Austin Rivers with the Clippers.
No, he can ball.
I love him at the Clippers because he had heart.
But but the rumor was that Doc was giving him favoritism, and they didn't like that. That's what they said. They was too buddy, like, bruh, he only doing that because your son. But
man, listen, if Jamal Crawford doesn't agree with it, then it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Crawford is like respected across the entire league. Jamal Crawford's position is, you know, the dude came in, he gave everything he had, every single practice, every single game. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, you know what I'm saying, and he couldn't shoot threes. So then he just became a D guy. You know what I'm saying? So Sam Cassell worked with him on developing like a jumper, being able to give a jab step and go to the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like that was significant because it made him marketable, not just with the Clippers, but when he goes to Houston, he did pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it is, you know, yeah, I think it was a good move on Doc to not have to deal with those politics again. And I think it's a smart move overall. And then the other piece is that if you ever hear Austin's interviews, he kind of...
He's a jerk.
He kind of doesn't like Doc Rivers because it's kind of like, you know, you weren't there for me as a dad because you were playing or you were coaching and, you know, you didn't come to my games and, you know...
He got a little chip on
it. So he wants to establish his own name, and I think he has.
So, what about you, Charlie? Do you think Tyronn Lue will be successful with the Clippers?
I mean, he will. I mean, it's not their year, but I mean, the Clippers are, you know, it's a decent team, bro. They're pretty well established.
Do you think that he'll address the egos in the room versus what Doc did?
I think he will.
What makes you think that?
I mean, because he's done it in the past.
With LeBron?
I mean? Yeah, with LeBron. So I mean, I don't think Eagles are gonna be an issue for him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Players have the tendency to walk all over him. I don't know if you guys just think that.
When?
Huh?
When?
Are you talking about Mike Brown or are you talking about Tyronn Lue, bro?
No, he talking about because he talking about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron pretty much did. LeBron was calling his own plays. Like, no, coach, we're not running that. But people always want to point that out. But the truth to the matter is all superstars do that.
That's true.
All superstars have that pool. I'm pretty sure KD, Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, definitely did that. Kobe did that all the time.
Magic do that to Pat
and
Riley?
telling that to Phil, we ain't running that. We gonna do this. Give me the ball. I'm in the corner. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know why people do that. Like, if I know I have a winner on my team, sometimes it's okay. Hey, well, what you think? I drew this up, but what you think? Is that going to work? Because you on the floor, I'm not on the floor.
Correct. Right.
You have a better view, a better vision. So I don't think. I don't agree with that.
What sport have you played?
I've
been wanting to ask this question every time I listen to a podcast. I'm like, bro, what sport have you played, bro?
I played basketball. I played
For
soccer.
Who? For who?
No, nothing. Soccer, I did a little bit of semi-professional.
Okay, and then for basketball.
Basketball, no, just play high school.
Okay.
Just play high
street
school.
ball, you know.
That don't count.
I mean, hey,
that don't count.
Hey.
So I'm just saying, like, if we're looking at real coaching, you know, sometimes like Drew said, like you got to give to get a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you got to take that risk on feeding into a player who has proven himself to be a winner.
No, but on a coaching perspective, bro, I got bars in that, bro. Like on a coach's perspective, man, I make Michael Jordans, man. I make Kobe Bryant. I can tell you that much,
bro. You coach, you coach Little League soccer, bro. Stop it,
bro.
Stop. I'm calling cap.
Okay, you want to know my record? You want to know my record?
Chill.
You want to know my record?
You coach 12-year-olds, bro. Relax.
You want to know my record?
You coach 12-year-olds, bro. Relax.
Chill. Hey, so did you fact check
So it is D'Antoni. They do
Mike
have
D'Antoni
as
That's a good pick.
as
assistant coach.
assistant coach. So you know who really running the team.
And keep in mind, Nash used to play for him, so he knows the system. So they can be creative around run and gun, and that's something that hasn't happened in the East in a long time.
All right. Hey, but ladies and gentlemen, hey, for the sake of time, y'all gonna have to tune in again to this part 2. All right, we'll follow up on this episode. But once again, we thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out on all social media platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook. But as always, I always open up the floor to the homies to leave parting words with our viewers and our listeners. And since we have a guest today, we're gonna go with our guest, Big Cousin Earl. What you want to leave our listeners with?
If you woke up today without a goal, go back to sleep.
Definitely. Smith, CEO, what you got?
Yeah, man. As always, man. Thank you to all the listeners, all the followers, all the supporters, man. Be sure to check us out. Like Drew said, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that.
As always, GQ Nesto, what you got?
Well, let's see how these Lakers do. We have opening day, Clippers, Lakers. Any bets? Welcome. I'm definitely open to them because I know we're going to get that W real quick.
Coming from a professional coach.
Just because.
Okay, all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm your boy Drew. This is How Was Your Day podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We love you. We thank you. It ain't as bad as it's going to be, but it's going to get better. All right, peace out.
I'm sweating under here.